This is the naked truth about real estate investing. Your host, Javier, has already been through all the brain damage of this business, so you don't have to go through it. That way, you're not exposed to all of the risk of losing your shirt or getting caught with your pants down. So let's dive into another no BS episode right now.
All right. It can be very time consuming. It can be very scary. It could be like trying to get somewhere without a roadmap, right? So that's why I created this due diligence list when I buy a property. When I buy an apartment building, even a mobile home park, you can use it for, mostly pretty much any commercial property. But this one specifically is for a multifamily. It could be a 6 unit. It could be a 600 unit. You can use it, for what you like. So go ahead and sign up, put your name, email. I'll send you the free link to my due diligence. This is what I've used to buy, hundreds and hundreds of units, if not, thousands of units. So sign up, you get my link. You get an Excel sheet as well. And also we use the software, project management software, Monday.com. Feel free to sign up for a free trial. I do have an affiliate link. You don't pay any extra, right? They just pay me a small fee. Don't have to use it. You have the Excel spreadsheet, but if you use Monday.com, it's actually a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot prettier, and you can do a whole bunch of other stuff. There's even a video there I created in the link. So check the link, sign up, and this is my giveaway for you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Hello, everybody. I'm Javier Hinojo, your host of The Naked Truth about real estate investing. And today I have my lovely and talented assistant, Chris Medina. She's my executive assistant. And I'm going to interview her today. Can ask her a few questions. I know a lot of people out there ask me, hey, what does your staff do? What does your staff look like? So she'll be my second interview because I've already interviewed Connor, which is my director of acquisition. And I'm going to go ahead and eventually do my COO, marketing manager, my sales manager, my IT guy. So I'm going to start interviewing everybody in my staff and just ask them questions like, what do they do for me? And, where they're from, if they're here locally or if they're virtual. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to ask Chris, all right, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're at, what's your position in the company, and what's your number one task?
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here. So I'm Chris Medina. I live in Merida, Mexico. I'm actually placed in Mexico, and I work as an executive assistant for Javier. And my main task is actually to make him look good in everything. So yeah, I'm pretty much in everywhere that he does.
All right. So that's good, right? That's number one task. What's the number one task? To make me look good. That's awesome. I like that for sure. So let's say, what does that do, right? I mean, what exactly does that mean? So just give everybody what kind of random stuff you end up doing for me? Like you do like some really easy stuff and some pretty complicated stuff. So just give some examples. What comes to mind?
Like for easy stuff, maybe like placing some meetings, reminding you stuff. About that, writing emails maybe sometimes, and arrange some events and coordinating some events. Some hard stuff. Javier mind is like everywhere. He's always thinking about everything at the same time. And sometimes you have to guess what he's asking. So my hardest task is to figure out what he's asking.
All right. So that means I got to work more on my communication. So you said my mind is all over the place and sometimes it's hard to communicate. Like we're talking about something and then I just have another thought and I just ask you about something else and you're like, okay, I'm lost.
Yeah.
A little bit. All right.
Like I have to glue everything together.
All right. Got to glue everything together. Yeah. So usually about every other week, I send Chris a box of crazy glue because she has to glue all my stuff together. So that's interesting. All right. So just tell me, what are you working on right now? So as you kind of have so when you first started working for me, I told you, I'm terrible because I'm the one that actually put the ad out and it was pretty bad. Just my personality is crazy. And I had a whole bunch of people apply. And one of the biggest things that stood out from Chris was she was one of the 3 finalists. Well, she said, "Hey, I'm at my old job. I used to work a lot. So if you ever need anything at midnight, 2 a.m, a weekend, let me know. And I'm willing to work. Whatever you need." So that really put her on top of everybody else, just because she was willing to work weekends. I don't expect her to work weekends, even though she's worked quite a few weekends and a lot of evenings.
Yeah.
And you see her smiling for it. So it's happened sometimes. But the first couple of weeks was kind of slow. But I told her, hey, just wait a little bit, because it'll get super busy, and it definitely did get very busy. So tell everybody kind of what you're working on right now.
Well, right now we have the Teen Millionaire Challenge coming up, so we're kind of like arranging all of that, asking for the giveaways, telling kids what they have to do, and working very close with the marketing team. So yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, so you've done a little bit of everything, right? Like help me organize from like, you get my appointments, you schedule my appointments, put in my calendar. You've helped me put PowerPoints together to put a presentation, on my one day off market event where people came, from all over the US to attend the event. And you helped put that slide together, which is great. You've helped my CEO, George, with the financial reports. I know you definitely enjoyed that. Yeah. Now
Yeah,
George
the thing is, I actually enjoy it, but the thing, it was on the weekend, so
yeah,
I was
right?
working on my weekends. Yeah, that wasn't nice.
Yeah, you were doing things for me, and then working for George on the weekends. So, to now, like, we have our whole marketing team, and you're helping Fabiola, the marketing manager, kind of take off on that. You're helping her as well. So, yeah, you are like a glue person. Anything that I need, you do, from like paying bills, scheduling things to, right now we're trying to get hotels. You're helping with the hotels. We got an event coming up in September, so you're putting that together. We have our mastermind. You're helping out with that. The coaching program is coming out soon, so you'll be helping out with that as well. So yeah, so you do a little bit of everything. That's kind of what I told you when you came on. You said, "Hey, what are my tasks?" And I said, "I have no idea." Right? It make me look good.
Yeah.
And then from there, it kind of evolved. Right? It just kept going, and it's always something different now. Like I have some crazy ideas, and I'm always send you a message like, "Hey, remind me to do this." Right? So
Yeah, it's kind of a fun job because you do a little bit of everything, so you never get bored. It's great.
yeah, it's definitely. I told you it would be the easiest and the hardest job that you'd ever do.
Yeah, and it is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I want to ask you. All right, what's the biggest mistake you made so far since you've been working for me? What's the biggest mistake? Let everybody know. People make mistakes.
Okay, so I was sending these emails for the meetup a couple of months ago, and I sent a incorrect link. I didn't check it before, so yeah, I still remember that. Yeah.
You still remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt bad about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens, right? Everybody makes mistakes, and that's the way you learn. And that's not bad. It's not a bad mistake. You send the wrong link, but you do have to check it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times. All right. So from here, let me see what's the next question we're going to ask. You're in Merida, Mexico. You're virtual. You work from home. How do you like that experience? Is this your first virtual job, or have you always gone to the office?
No, it's my first virtual job, and I think it's great. I think it's great because you have more time to work, and at the same time, you have more time to do things around the house. Me, I'm a divorce. I'm a single mother, so I have a 2-year-old, and it's easier for me to take care of him and work at the same time. So, like, it's my favorite job so far.
All right, well, that's good. Well, you don't have to say that because I'm doing the interview. I'm not even going to ask what's the best part about. Well, what's the best part about working here? Because then I am your boss, so I should not be asking that.
No.
All
So
right.
Javier knows that I'm very honest and direct with things. So I will never say something just because he's my boss.
Yeah, definitely. She's pretty honest, and even if I'm trying to do something and she's like, "No, I don't think that's going to work," or we should do it this way. She's got an opinion, which is great because I don't need everybody to be a robot, to be a yes, 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 sir, or yes, yes, man, like always yes, right? I expect, like, hey, everybody has their own thoughts, their own ideas, and you've done a lot of other things besides being my executive assistant. You used to run a whole hospital, right? So you have a lot of experience and a lot of other jobs that you've done that I never done, and you bring that over to to our company and help me out. So I definitely do appreciate that. Sometimes we may not agree, but that's okay. That's okay. So, well, I really appreciate you being on the podcast, and hopefully everybody out there that does not have an executive assistant, and if you're doing everything by yourself, I recommend that's your first hire, because there's a lot of stuff that's important, very important, but you don't need to do it, right? You have to have somebody help you with that, and you bring somebody on along that can help you with a lot of the busy stuff that needs to get done. But you can do, as the owner of the business, you can actually focus on what makes revenue, right? Like scheduling the stuff in my agenda, putting PowerPoints together, all that is important, right? But and actually Chris can do a way better job than I can. Yeah, she's seen my Excel sheets. They're pretty bad. When I try to do an Excel sheet, or if I try to put a PowerPoint together or whatever it is, it's bad. I mean, it's bad. So she'll do a lot better job. And then I can worry about, going to find the next deal, go raise some money. So she's good at what she does. So I really appreciate that. And thank you for coming on. So the tip for the show. Yep. The tip for the show is, as soon as you can, give somebody to help you out with the busy stuff you got going on. So Chris, now this brings me to the best part of the show, which is the roulette. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to ask you a few random questions. And as everybody heard, she is single. All right. All right. So let's go. Oh, wrong roulette. It's a company roulette. Let's see. Here we go. This one right here. Let's spin the first question for Chris. Let's roll. What is the worst chore to do around the house? What do you like? What do you like the least?
Folding clothes.
Folding clothes?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate that.
Yeah, my wife was out of town, and I washed clothes, and they were still in the hamper. And she got home yesterday, and they were still there. I'm like, oh shoot, I got to take the clothes out. So I just forgot to do it.
Yeah, I don't mind washing dishes, like cleaning, but folding clothes is not for me.
Okay, no folding clothes. All right.
All right.
Number 2. Question number 2. Oh, what's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
So I had a neighbor. He's not here anymore, but he he had this Wi-Fi name. It was like the big.
It went beep. What was that again? The big what?
I cannot say that.
Okay. All right. So let's beep on that. All right. Good. All right. So it was the big umbrella in the backyard. All
Yes.
right. All right. Let's continue. Third question.
Okay.
All right. Favorite band, song, or artist? I don't know. Pick one.
Jesus Christ, this is hard. I know I don't have one, but I like the Foo Fighters a lot.
Foo Fighters. All right. Which song in particular?
The Best of You.
Okay. Good song. The Foo Fighters, Best of You. All right. Let me do this right here. You survived the Naked Truth Roulette, rated G Virgin. So you definitely survived that. Appreciate it for being a good sport and answering those questions, especially the Wi-Fi name. Everybody can kind of make up their own name to that. So Appreciate you being on. And you guys, like I said before, get yourself some help. If you need it, stop working 80 hours a week and do that yesterday. Trust me, it'll help you out. It'll help everybody out. So I am your host, Javier. Don't lose your shirt.
You're invited to leave an honest written review and share this episode with a friend. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.